Hey kids, let's get started with haloalkane and haloarene. Haloalkane. To an alkane when hydrogen removed and halo is put. What is halo? Chloro, bromo, iodo, fluoro. Anything if you placed in a alkane after removing hydrogen will become haloalkane. Haloarene. To an arene. As I told you in my previous class, arenes, benzene derivatives where they are aromatic alkenes are arenes. जब arene के अंदर आप एक hydrogen को हटा के when you place halo, that is fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo, then it becomes haloarene. In alkane we can have primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon, और alkyl वाले part में we can have सिंगल बॉन्ड, डबल बॉन्ड, ट्रिपल बॉन्ड. सो इस तरह के हम वेरिएशंस कर सकते हैं. एंड हाउ अबाउट अगर हमारे पास बेंजीन रिंग भी है और एल्किल पार्ट भी है और हैलोजन बेंजीन पार्ट पे लगा हुआ है या हैलोजन एल्किल पार्ट पे लगा हुआ है. सो इस तरह के वील हैव लॉट ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशंस. आई थिंक इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू टेक दिस टॉपिक विदाउट द स्क्रीन. ओवर टू द स्क्रीन. Primarily it can be divided into two: aliphatic, aromatic halide. Let's start with aliphatic. Primarily can be divided into three parts: monohalogen, dihalides, polyhalides. Monohalides will be where we have alkyl part attached to only one halogen. In dihalides, alkyl part will have more than one halogen, two halogens. In polyhalide, we will have the alkyl part having many halogens. Here we have three. We can have more than this also. In dihalides, we further have two categories: geminal dihalides and vicinal dihalides. Geminal dihalide will be where both the halogen are present on the same carbon. Vicinal will be where the halogens are present in the vicinity, that is on the neighborhood carbon. Monohalogens based on X attached to, that is halogen attached to, again we have categories: attached to sp3 singly bonded carbon, X is directly attached to singly bonded carbon, doubly bonded carbon or triply bonded carbon. That is either sp3 all bonds will be single or sp2 doubly bonded or triply bonded carbon. In this, let us pick them one by one. First category is all single bond, which is further divided into four categories, that is primary halide, primary or 1 degree halide, secondary or 2 degree, tertiary or 3 degree halide. We can have examples where halogen is directly attached to sp3 hybridized, that is one carbon, or to a chain of carbon it is attached at the end. In secondary it is going to be at the secondary carbon. In tertiary the halide will be attached to the tertiary carbon. So these are primary, secondary or tertiary halides. In the second category, there is no space, let me put the second category here. Next to sp2, next to sp2, that is it itself is sp3, but it is the next to it is sp2, something like this: allyl and benzyl. Look at the example. So chloro is attached to sp3, which is further attached to a doubly bonded sp2. In benzyl, halogen is attached to sp3, which is in itself attached to sp2. So we have allyl or benzyl. Third category, next to sp, right?
This is known as proparagyl. So, look here, this is sp hybridized and this is sp3 hybridized and this is your halide, this is sp3. So, it is attached to, halide is attached to sp3, but which is attached to sp, this is known as proparagyl. Let us move on to the next category. So, this is all about halogen attached to sp3. We have vinyl and we have aryl, what we call as aromatic, which was the main classification above. Again it will have two classes. First let me write vinyl. This is vinyl. This is vinyl bromide directly attached to sp2. In aryl, this is directly attached to sp2. Here we have categories which will be taken in aromatic separately, but directly attached to sp2 is going to be this only. Next category, X attached to sp hybridized carbon. So, there is only one category. Now, we will talk about aromatic halide. This is further divided into two. In nuclear, what we call is aryl halide. It is directly attached to benzene. In side chain, it is attached to alkyl part, which is attached to the benzene ring. So, we have done these categories. Right. We can have a mixed also of both, something like this, although we won't put it under a category, something like this. Usually we call it as nuclear. That was all about classification.
So these were the all categories of haloalkane and haloarene, and with the help of structure I think it's going to be clear as if it is a haloalkane, what kind of reactions will be shown, what is the nature of the bond between C and X, right, hybridization of C, and if it is haloarene, what kind of reactions are to be expected. That was all about haloalkane and haloarene classifications.